Nitin from our Veracity Middle East office. We're going to talk to you today about a proprietary technology from Veracity, COLDSTORE, but specifically a feature of COLDSTORE, LAID, linear array of idle disks, and the differences between LAID and RAID. Nitin, tell us about LAID.
Sure. So again, as you correctly mentioned, we use LAID instead of RAID, which is traditionally used on most of all other video server and storage systems. Now, before I explain you more on LAID, let me tell you why not RAID, right? So the first thing is RAID is designed to address hard drive failures, but it is never designed to stop the hard drive failure.
Okay.
Second, most of our projects in the region, we are using RAID 5 system, which is good for one hard drive failure to happen, right? If more than one hard drive failure happens, what happens is the complete array is crashed. You will not be able to read, write, and Now, RAID 6 is slightly more better. You can have two hard drive failures to happen, but the problem is it requires more storage space than RAID 5 system. So what LAID does is, let's take an example of a 15 basic step, right? Now we are recording for 14 days. We're going to write day one's data across drive 1 and drive 2. Okay, so the same data is written across two drives. Once both first and second drive is completed, we are going to overwrite the data on the second drive and do the same pattern on the third drive. Now, why we do that? Because we are writing a video data, right? So video data, you will never edit or modify a file. So once the first and second is done, we turn the first drive into a read-only properties because you don't have to write.
So putting it to sleep in effect.
Exactly. So now, what happens if a drive fails here? The seventh drive fails here, right? So the sixth pair exactly stopped where 7 failed and asked 8 and 9 to continue to write.
So it preserves the data.
Exactly. So you don't need a process called hard drive rebuilding because whatever failed hard drive's data is there, it's already preserved on the 6th drive, which saves a huge process called data rebuilding, right? Now, why this is relevant? If you correctly notice, there's only two hard drive working in a box, right? Whether it is 8-bay box, a 15-bay box, or a 40-bay box.
Okay.
There's only two hard drive working inside a box, which means it's less noisy. It does not generate a lot of temperature.
And lower power.
Exactly, right? Now, also think about the life of the hard drive. There is a term called MTFB, right? Mean time between failure. When you buy a new laptop, they'll say it's 5,000 hours MTFB. It will work for 5,000 hours.
Yes.
So it depends on your usage of how you're using it, right? Exactly like hard drive. Our hard drive in here is spinning very short time. Let's say in a 180 days time, it's working for 15 days and go for sleep. So the life of the hard drive is extended a lot. So overall, LAID brings a lot of advantages. The first and very important is hardware rebuilding. We don't have that process because that process is causing a lot of hard drive failures because of the additional load that you create on the hard drives. Second, power consumption, as you correctly mentioned. Just to give you an example, the system we just saw, 15-bay, it has the power consumption is around 90 watts versus for a similar system, it is like 1 kV per hour. So it's like 1 by 10 power consumption compared to the others in the market.
Great. Okay, Nitin, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
No worries. Thank you.